Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about the cute black girl experience of beauty privilege for black women. First of all, I'm not saying that I am the most beautiful girl. Personally, when I look at my face, I find it ordinary. I'm not ugly, but I don't see myself as the most beautiful either. The first time I became aware of beauty was at the end of primary school. I had a friend, actually she was a fake friend, and we were talking about having crushes. After that discussion, I went home and looked at myself in the mirror, asking if I was beautiful or not. I remember at that age, I loved watching videos like how to be beautiful without makeup. I used to put lip balm on my lips to keep them hydrated and have a pretty mouth. At that time, I still didn't have the answer to whether I was considered attractive or not. It was in middle school that I got my answer. Two anecdotes answered my question. The first one happened during my first year of middle school. I was in the playground with four friends. We were five girls in total. At some point, an older girl came to us with her friend. She had that mean girl energy and was a little popular. She started pointing at each of us, saying who was ugly and who was beautiful. She went one by one. According to her, all my friends were ugly. When it was my turn, I expect her to say the same, but she didn't. She said I was beautiful. I was the only one in a group that she called beautiful. And for insecure dark-skinned girls who think people don't find them attractive because of their skin color, all my friends were mixed or lighter skinned than me, so no, it's not about skin color. Maybe your attitude, or maybe you are just ugly, but people in every race, they are ugly people. Of course, my middle school friends were not ugly at all, but were beautiful too. The second anecdote also happened in my first year of middle school. I was at the cafeteria and forgot to take my dessert. I asked a group of white girls if I could pass. One of them, a blonde girl, turned around, looked at me and asked why. She said, "Oh, you're so cute. You have such a beautiful face." Then she called her friend and said, "Hey, look at her. She's so cute." I was only 10 years old and felt embarrassed, so I left and would join my friends. Those truth anecdotes confirm that I was perceived as beautiful by others. However, even though I had a pretty face, I was very skinny. At that time, being skinny wasn't considered the beauty standard. I was insecure about my body, and also about not having a boyfriend while my friends were experiencing their first relationships. I also looked younger than my age. At that time, beauty standards were heavily influenced by trends like the Kardashians, who in my opinion copied black women features and capitalized on them. And that's a topic for another video, because I looked very young and skinny, but didn't really pay attention to me yet. My attention started at the end of 7th grade. I've never been in a relationship, only flirting, because I still have the mindset that I'm too young to be in serious relationship. It's just my personal value. My validation definitely helped me with my self-confidence. It's true that when you are perceived as attractive, life can feel easier. For example, I became very careful about the boys I associate with. I joined a sport program where there were only four girls. The first day I entered, I heard the boys judging my appearance. They weren't discreet. Fortunately for them, they decided I was pretty. And the funny part is that the boy will start the discussion later had a crush on me. Why does this matter? Because I often heard those same boys openly criticize other girls, make sexist comments, and mock girls for their bodies. For example, the same boy who later liked me once mocked a girl for being overweight. When you receive male validation, you can sometimes avoid certain microaggressions that girls perceived as less attractive go through. Physically, I fit more into the soft black girl image, but my personality is more tomboyish. I like martial arts. I practice boxing, wrestling, and kung fu, and study engineering. I'm often in male-dominated space. I think my beauty helps balance how people perceived me. I had a friend with a similar personality, not really masculine but also in male-dominated environments. She wasn't very confident, and because of that, people perceive her as less aggressive. Some boys and even pick girls started spreading rumors that she was a lesbian. Sometimes people can be real cruel, real assholes. Being seen as a soft, cute black girl definitely comes with privilege. People treat you better because how you look, you have advantages. But being beautiful doesn't protect you from sexism, racism, or microaggression. For example, I have three friends in middle school. There was a guy who used to give us attention, and one of my friends was his ex. Another girl became jealous because her crush seemed more interested in us than in her. One day I wore my afro, but it rained and my afro shrank. When I took off my hood, she and her friends looked at my hair. But a few minutes later, other people complimented my shrunken afro. In another situation, the same girl's friend tried to provoke my friend, the ex of the boy. She told her, "Look at her attitude." My friend got angry and wanted to fight her, but the girl backed down. She was all talk. So yes, beauty can attract jealousy from certain women and sexism from certain men. Some men will criticize other women's beauty openly in front of you. Beauty has advantages, but it also comes with disadvantages. Still, my honest opinion is that when you are perceived as beautiful, life is generally easier. And here's my unpopular opinion. I don't like when some beautiful women say their beauty is a curse because women are jealous of them or and don't want to be friends, so we prefer being around men. First, sometimes the problem isn't their beauty, it's their ego. Second, if you prefer being with men because you can be friends with women, maybe you need to question your mindset. That can reflect internalized sexism. For girls who say all women are hypocrites, men can be hypocrites too. Personally, I prefer being friends with girls. So that's the end of my video. If you enjoy it, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your family and friends, and leave a comment. And at the next video, quality.